Hey guys, it's Melvin7 here, and today I'm bringing you Transfer Rumour episode 28, I think. I've just done my roundup, so yeah, that'll be out a couple of hours before this if you want to check that out. Anyway, we've got a lot of big names in this episode, and a lot which I don't think will happen, but they're the latest rumours, so let's go through it. The first one, Angel Di Maria off to PSG for 47 million. Now, I don't think this is going to happen, and I'll tell you why. He cost us 60 million, alright? He's had one season. It wasn't great, let's be honest. It was okay. Wasn't amazing, though. Definitely for 60 million, you would expect more. But he's our highest ever player that we've spent any money on. BPL transfer record, alright? We're not going to give up on him after 1 year. Yeah, we've signed all these players. We've signed Memphis, we've signed Schweinsteiger, Schneidlin, Darmian, etc. Well, Darmian obviously doesn't really matter in terms of midfield or where Di Maria plays. But anyway, I just can't see it happening, alright? We're not going to get rid of a world-class name like that, especially when we've got UCL now. We're going to need these players to step up. Argentina, in the Copa America, Di Maria did so well there, alright? We're not going to take a 13 million loss. It's kind of like Real Madrid with Bale. They'll demand, if anyone was ever going to get him, they'll demand 85 million, which is what they paid, maybe even more. We're going to do the same with Di Maria, regardless of whether he's worth that or not. So I just can't see this happening. I'm going to give it like a 2% chance of happening, alright? Also, there's other rumours of him going to Spain, so, you know, the media just don't seem to know what the hell's going up. It's some random French outlet that has said that Di Maria is off to PSG, and I just can't see it, alright? The players came out numerous times and said, I'm not leaving, I want to stay in Manchester. He even joked about Messi saying, come to Barcelona, and he was like, no, I'm happy in Manchester. I mean, what more do you want a player to do? But anyway, if it happens, call me deluded or whatever. I'm not really bothered. Anyway, the next one, we've got Lacazette to Arsenal. Now, I can see this one happening. The players favorited a tweet on Twitter, and Depay did something similar. Though Depay favorited a Liverpool fans tweet, and then he favorited a couple of Manchester United tweets. Interestingly, he favorited a tweet about how much had been set aside by Manchester United to buy him, and that's exactly the kind of tweet that Lacazette has done for Arsenal. So I can see this happening. You know, Wenger, French, does like his French players, and Lacazette's been good for 2 seasons. This would be a monumental signing for Arsenal, and they would be like 1 or 2 away if they did get Lacazette from becoming title challengers as well. Same as us, we need 1 or 2 more players to compete with Chelsea. But yeah, if they get him, then they definitely will become a force in the league. Let me know your thoughts on Lacazette to Arsenal. Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it's not? Next one, we've got Paul Pogba to Manchester City. Now, apparently, this deal is breaking down, or there's an obstacle in it because of imaging rights. Now, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure who owns his imaging rights. What company? Is it Adidas, Nike? I don't really follow players' sponsorships as much as I do with clubs. Or is it just Juve in general, or France? I don't understand. But apparently that's what's holding this deal up. It's reported to be 72 million. And to be honest, it's worth it. Alright, Pogba will become one of the best CDMs that there's ever been, to be honest. I'm going to throw that out there. I genuinely think he's got the potential to. He's got everything, all right? He's got skills as well. That's massive. He's a big lad, all right? He can shoot, he can defend, he can pass. You know, he's just that box-to-box midfielder. Manchester City get him. If they get him, then they're title challengers as well. I don't think they will, though, because there's hindrances with this. And personally, I think he's going to go to Barcelona. I think that deal will be done soon enough when their presidents announce their new president. Apparently, one of them has already agreed a deal with Pogba, and if he's elected as president, then the deal will follow through. So I think he's going to Barcelona, not Manchester City, but we'll see what happens. Next one, we've got Marco Reus off to Liverpool, apparently. Now, obviously, they've sold Sterling for 49 million, subject to a medical, which I think got completed today, so the announcement should be out tomorrow that he's went to Manchester City. So they're hoping that they can lure Marco Reus to Anfield. Now, it's possible, all right? I'm not going to say it's not. I don't think it will happen, but it's possible, all right? Marco Reus joined Dortmund, who they were an okay team, but in the last couple of years, obviously, they became a big force in Europe. But personally, I don't think he's that bothered about Champions League football. I mean, Dortmund aren't in Champions League at the minute, and he rejected Barcelona because they've got too many attacking options, he said, and he doesn't want to have to compete with them and maybe be benched. At Anfield, he'd certainly be their best player instantly, be better than Coutinho, who is the fans' favourite, and they say he's their best player. So it would be a fantastic signing for Liverpool, to be honest. I just don't see it happening, though. I mean, as I say, there's possibilities. It's a big crowd at Anfield. He likes big crowds. I mean, he's got one at Dortmund. CL, I don't think, is dependent on this deal. So there are pros, but I just don't see it happening. He's too big of a name for my, my opinion. I mean, what do you think? Do you think he's got any chance of going? I just can't see it happening. The next one, Hernandez to Liverpool or Orlando City. Now, Orlando City's president did say that they were interested in Hernandez, who's currently injured with a collarbone problem, I think, for about a month. And Liverpool have apparently also been linked. I can't see us selling him to Liverpool unless they pay something like 15 million, which I don't think they will. For the same reason that they wouldn't have sold Sterling to us for about 80 million, I would have thought, because we're rivals. We haven't done business with each other since 1938, and I don't think we will for this for this deal. So if he was to go, I think it would be Orlando City, but I can't see him going before we get another striker in. Reason for that is because we'd only be left with Rooney, Wilson, and I suppose Depay can play there, and also, as stupid as it sounds, Marouane Fellaini can play there. Bit stupid to say that, but it's true. So I think if this happens, a striker will be confirmed to Manchester United first, and then Hernandez will leave. But I think it is fairly likely, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. What do you think of the rumours of that I've said? And I can't find my remote. But anyway, what do you think of the rumours? Do you think any of them will happen? Personally, today, I think one will happen. I think Lacazette to Arsenal will happen. I can't see the other... two. Hernandez to Orlando City as well. I can't see the other three happening. But what are your opinions? Hopefully you have enjoyed. Thanks for the support as always. And yeah, peace.